Welcome back to another exciting episode of Take Flight with Dave, the Eagles fan. I'm your host, Dave, along with my co host and producer, Kayla. Man, well, first off, please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm, I'm gonna get used to this eventually, bro.
Believe
But
me.
yeah, please. Hey, definitely do that for us, man. We really appreciate you guys tuning in to us bi-weekly. We dropping videos for you guys twice a week, and pre and also a post game video. So please keep rocking with us. We're gonna definitely try to make you guys proud. Man, we got the Saints after we coming
Whoo.
off the loss. Man, we 1-1. What you thinking, bro? What you thinking?
Yeah, man. I'm thinking that this is really why you wanted to win that Falcons game, just so you had a little buffer.
Facts.
And we did our little season prediction before the season started, and definitely did not see the Saints potentially being a juggernaut on the schedule. So this game ends up being a lot more difficult than we thought it was going to be, and I think going in, Dave, the number one thing I'm most interested in, and I definitely want to get your opinion on this. Everyone's talking about the new offense that the Saints are running. They have new OC Clint Kubiak and their son of Coach Gary Kubiak, who coached with the Shanahans for a long time, right? And everyone's talking about the Saints are running the Shanahan offense, and that's what's
Mm-hmm.
responsible for this offensive uptick. And that's just something that I hear all the time. I kind of have like a little bit of understanding, but I was hoping that you can explain to me in the audience like a deeper understanding of like what is this Shanahan offense that the Saints are running? Why is it so effective?
Man, so first, it's basically the West Coast offense. So they all kind of run a different variation of essentially that same thing. And what you're going to get during that West Coast offense is a lot of under center. So you're not going to see as much shotgun. Of course, they'll do shotgun. Every team in the league is going to run shotgun, especially in expected passing downs. But a lot of times you're going to see the quarterback under center. You're going to see a lot of outside run games. So the running outside of the tackles, like they're trying to get to the outside. But really, what they're trying to do is for a vertical seam or a cutback lane. So a lot of times you're going to see offensive linemen moving to the right or the left, whether that's a stretch, a zone, a toss, or a pitch, something to where everybody gets up and moves to the outside. And then so with doing so, a lot of times you're going to get the linemen trying to get up to the linebackers or whatnot. Most of the time they're going to come cutting them because I mean most of the time that linebacker is going to be faster than that offensive lineman. So if that offensive lineman is trying to go get to this linebacker that's coming this way, they're flowing, then he's going to do everything he can to just go take his legs out. And like don't even play in the games. You know what I mean? Just go get him out the way. That way the running back has a vertical seam. You saw Bijan Robinson get loose a couple of times after Zach Bond was sitting there getting cut like during the middle of the field. Man, it was
Yeah,
tough.
yeah,
But that's kind of what that outside zone game is like. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta find a vertical seam for the running back. So the running back normally is going to have a lot of patience. A lot of the really good running backs in those systems have a lot of patience. They kind of flow till they see a cutback, or flow until they just hit the hole and just keep bubbling up. Shoot, Saquon does a really good job in it as well. Whenever we kind of run to the outside a little bit, I think we're more of an inside zone run team, but that West Coast system, that Shanahan offense, a lot of times you're going to get the runs flowing to the outside, which then turns into play action passes. So you get to running a bunch of those enough. Now you got the linebackers cheating up. You have the safeties cheating up because they're trying to go stop that run because they're sitting there gashing you. So all of a sudden, boom, tuck that ball away. And all of a sudden, you got somebody like, what's the name? Rashid
Rashid
Shaheed.
Shaheed. Yeah,
And then you got somebody like him bubbling over the top. So I think you're going to end up with like a lot of deep crosses, a lot of underneath routes, like things to where you kind of seeing somebody coming from one side and ending up on the other side, because it's going to flow away from the play action. All of a sudden, you see the passing game back there. So that's a lot of what you're going to end up seeing. Even shoot, we were talking off pod, man. You were talking about the what was it, pitch or outside zone, out of shotgun.
yeah,
Like, bro, that's really crazy, bro. Because like that means it's the same side run. Because most of the time, if I'm the quarterback and the running back is over here on this side of me and we in shotgun, you're assuming that the run is going that way. He's gonna cross my face and the run is going that way. So when you're talking about a pitch, first off, you're not gonna pitch it. If he's on this side, you're not pitching to that side. It didn't make any sense.
right.
So you going same side run, which is crazy because a lot of times as a linebacker, you calling the strength of your defense for the most part, depending on where the offensive linemen are. But then also if the front is kind of balanced, then you kind of going off of the strength is now going to be on the opposite side of where that running back is. So now you got everybody shifted to the other side. So now if we sitting there talking about same side run, we got our defense shifted to the other side, assuming he gonna cross the quarterback face. Now if you toss it that way, bro, now the linemen that sit there and got an immediate advantage because they got less players that they're trying to block over there on that side. So if they throw that out there a couple of times, bro, then I just don't even know what we're gonna do, man. I'm
Ooh,
just being real with you, bro. This could get nasty, bro. This could get nasty. That Shanahan offense, bro, is top tier for sure.
yeah.
For
Wow.
sure.
I really like that. We got to make sure we always get the coach speak on every episode.
That's true.
That was an NFL meat sandwich right there. That was a
I
Dave
appreciate you.
Cosell
Appreciate you.
right there. That was pretty good. Um,
I
so
take it.
I actually had another question for you, Dave, because another thing that I've been more locked into football than I ever have this season, and another thing that I keep hearing everyone talk about is pre-snap motion. And right, I heard people talk about Kellen Moore and the Eagles' offense bringing more motion, and how Jalen Hurts is just way better when there's pre-snap motion, and
Mhm.
I've heard people talk about the Saints. How last season they were last in pre-snap motion, and this season so far, I think they're in the top 10. And so I understand for whatever reason, motion seems to be effective in this modern day, and not doing it seems to be considered archaic. I'm really just wondering, why is pre-snap motion so good? What information is that giving to the quarterback that allows him to be more successful?
Man, so there's a lot that goes into it. I think one of the main things that a lot of people think about, even myself, whenever we're thinking about pre-snap motion, is it makes the defense kind of show their hand a little bit to see if they are in man or if they are in zone. Like, hey, did the guy that was standing in front of the motion guy, did he run with him or did he stay in his spot? Did they just kind of rotate the defense a little bit? Like, it just kind of moves the picture a little bit for the quarterback to kind of see if, all right, man, do I now have the answer to the test a little bit? You know what I mean? Like, it's an opportunity for you to read the defense a little bit better. But what it also does is sometimes they'll sit there and bring a dude in motion just to have him stop in a certain spot to crack back block on like let's say the defensive end or something like that. So it's like, let's say you're running a guy that's in a slot, let's say Cooper Cup, you know what I mean, for the Rams, bro, someone who does it often, comes in motion, and then like right when he gets to the outside of the tackle, they call hut, and he just crackbacks right there on the defensive end. So that way you could possibly pull that tackle outside of Cooper Cup, and now you got like an outside zone run outside of that. You
Hmm.
know, so it's just
Hmm.
there's just so much
Okay.
that you get to do off of the motion, bro. It's like it's because like I'm mainly focused on that run game, kind of. You know what I mean? So like bringing that dude into a situation where he can block, like you have one more guy over there, especially if they didn't motion with him. So it's like, okay, they're in a zone, and now we got another player over here without them having another defender over here. But of course, also in the pass game, because I know obviously Derek Carr is having a pretty good year so far. I mean, I know they're running the ball a lot, but also he's not really turning the ball. I think he has one interception or whatnot, which isn't bad. I think that was
Yeah.
against the Cowboys or whatever. But
Hmm.
um, I think part of what helps him is in that West Coast offense with all the movement and things like that, it just kind of changes your reads. So it's like, all right, so now we just had maybe a two-man progression over there on the right side. Now we just brought this other person over here. So now you have a third person in the progression. And then I think that West Coast offense is pretty easy for just, I guess, quarterbacks who's able to be kind of just accurate enough. So let's say the Tua Tagovailoas, the Matthew Staffords, the Brock Purdy's,
Hmm.
the Matt Ryan's, bro, like the Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? Like these type of guys who is like, I don't have to utilize a lot of athleticism, my mobility. They're gonna move the pocket for you by running stretch plays and play action plays where it moves the pocket over to the side so that way you don't have to utilize your athleticism to actually do that. And also the passes are kind of, I'm not gonna say the passes are easy, but the concepts of them are a little bit easier. So it's like this guy's not open, just hit this guy, just hit this guy. You know what I mean? It's simple. Like I've already laid it out for you and making it pretty easy. So really just hit the boxes, check the boxes, and you should be good to go. So that's
Okay.
just kind of what I see a lot in this.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see the vision there. And that's pretty dope. So okay, so we talked about the Shanahan offense, which is what the Saints are gonna be running on Sunday. We talked about preach that motion. We're gonna see a lot of that. Now I'm wondering, and we can kind of get more into this matchup here.
Mhm.
What can the Eagles do to slow this down? Are you seeing anything?
Uh, Besides pray, I mean, nah, bro. I definitely think there's some defenses that kind of help prevent teams from being super successful in this type of system, that
Okay.
West Coast system, that Shanahan
Mhm,
offense or whatnot.
mhm.
Uh, well, first, let me point out what's not great for it, and
Okay.
that's kind of what we run, which is
Oh,
like that. I know I ain't gonna lie to you, the three interior linemen with the two edge players or whatnot, bro. It's like essentially kind of running like a 3-4. I know ours isn't called a 3-4, but it's basically a 3-4, three down linemen, four kind of linebackers or whatever. Bro, to me, I think that's the easiest formation to run against, just because of the fact that everybody's kind of set up to already be getting double teamed, and for you to just kind of work up to the linebackers and for
mhm,
them to almost get a free release to the linebackers. I think we legitimately need what's called a bear front, and that's
mhm.
where you have like five D linemen actually hand in the ground right there. So it's almost kind of like mano y mano, like
Yeah.
everybody has a person. You know what I mean? So that way it's like it's less likely for them to be able to get up to the linebackers. So now it allows for your linebackers to play a little bit freer, so that way they can just kind of free flow into the open holes or whatnot. So that way there's no cutbacks. Everybody's responsible for their own little gap right there for them to stay there. But I think when you only have like three interior linemen with inside the five offensive linemen, bro, it's just easy. All right, we're gonna go head to the right, we're gonna head to the left. So that backside guy, we really don't have to touch it all. So it's really ends up being 5-on-4 immediately, and we just flow up to the backers. And then you hope that your running back can make the one linebacker miss. You know what I mean? So it's like it's an easier situation for them. But you got five linemen right there on top of five linemen. You're gonna make them have to bring in their tight ends, make them have to do all this other stuff. But also, if they're doing that, now we can bring our safety down into the box as well to help. Because it's like, hey, they've already condensed everything. And then I'm for the most part, I'm kind of comfortable with the outsides kind of doing their things. And man, I mean, hopefully, they're able to do their thing. And man, especially Slade. But I think we're having a five interior or five linemen right there that'll kind of stop everything, or just running like a 4-3. So that way, you got the four down linemen or whatnot, but you got like three linebackers right there. So it's like even though they have the advantage with the five offensive linemen versus the four linemen, we still got three linebackers right there though. You know what I mean? So even if one gets climbed up to, there's still two other ones that be right there inside to try to make the play. So if we can run some type of like bear front where we got five down over running like some type of 4-3 where we bring in an extra linebacker to kind of help. I think that may help because especially with us running smaller guys like Nolan Smith or Bryce Huff, like people who aren't just known for stopping and run, like that makes me a little bit nervous, with running that normal defense that we normally run.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
I have
see.
a I have one more question before we jump into our key matchups for this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk about blitzing because one
Ooh,
thing that was apparent to me last week and was just kind of frustrating is that Vic is just not going to send anybody. And listen, I'm obviously very far from an NFL coach, but just sitting on my couch watching how ineffective our D line was, I'm like, can we send somebody? Can we
try
maybe
something.
make Kirk, nervous? Something.
I
And
feel you.
Vic is just committed to not
Yeah, bro.
doing that. Is blitzing at all effective here, or do you think that we should just keep doing what Vic does? What do you think?
I don't know if this game is the best time for us to blitz.
Okay.
I know we were talking earlier about how fast Derek Carr's been getting the ball out of his hand. I
Yeah.
think what was it? It was 46% of his passes have been like released within 2 seconds of the
Yeah.
snap. But like he's doing a really good job getting that ball out. You know
Yeah.
what I
Fair.
mean? And it's like I think he understands like his limitations. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, let's just go ahead and take advantage of these athletes that we have over here on the outside and the one coming out of the backfield, and the one who's a quarterback, tight end, fullback, running back, kick returner, you know what I mean, and Taysom Hill. It's like, bro, I think they just want to go ahead and make sure he plays point guard and just kind of dishes it out to each guy, unless they want to take their chances down the field, like I said with Shaheed, where they sit there and have like 7 people blocking for him. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that he has a clean pocket for that deep pass. But so I would actually be maybe a little afraid of blitzing because if Carr is sitting there kind of reading his hots and ready to go, we sit there and blitz, man, that just might dink and duck us all the way up the field. I will say this. Obviously, we're coming off of a loss, but low scoring game. We didn't give up much. And that offense, well, first off, I'm assuming that Kirk Cousins is somewhat healthier than he was the week before because he played a lot more under center that week against us than he did in the previous week. So,
Yeah, he looked.
um,
He looked. Yeah, he looked better to me.
right. So, but I was saying that to say that I think that Atlanta offense was essentially a full go for the most part. You know what I mean? It's the beginning of the year, so they might not be running all cylinders just yet, but everybody who's supposed to be playing for them was playing for them. You know what I mean,
Mhm.
on that offense. So it's like for us to sit there and hold them to what was it like
It was
20,
22.
22? Yeah,
It was
22.
22.
Like not too
And
bad.
really, to be honest, we held them in the teens. It shouldn't have been 20.
Facts.
It would shouldn't
Facts.
have been
Right.
22.
We saw that last drive. So I'm almost thinking that like I think the goal for Vic is let's not get killed. You know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna give you but so much or whatever, but we're gonna buckle down in the red zone so that way we're gonna try to hold you to 3 and things like that. So um I don't know, bro. I think we'll be good to go without blitzing, just because I think it kind of I don't know forces him to keep not making mistakes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to throw it to the right person every single time with us actually having people there. So let's try not
Okay.
to blitz then.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was a great preliminary discussion. I feel like I have a better understanding of the Saints and the offense. So let's go ahead and jump into the key matchups for this week. And just again, for any first time viewers, key matchups, we're looking at any star player on one side of the ball going up against a star player on the other side of the ball. Or we're looking at one great positional unit versus another. So, what are your key matchups this week, Dave?
Yeah. Or even coach versus coach.
So yeah, to be
And that's
honest, to be honest.
yeah. That's actually my first one.
Okay, I
I
like it.
got I got Kubiak versus Fangio, man. Like we was
Nice.
just talking about, bro. It's like we're gonna have to find a way to stop this offense, bro. They've scored over 40 points 2 games in a row. Like I think just like everyone else, bro. That first game, I'm thinking, oh, that's an outlier, bro. They're playing the Panthers, bro. That's a JV team. You know what I mean? They out there trying to get NIL money. Like that team is just not. It's just nothing to
NIL.
write a home about, bro. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, that's nothing. Then they go into Jerry's world and do the same thing, bro. 44 points is like that's nothing to sneeze at in the NFL, bro. Like most teams last week didn't score 30. This team scored 44. They scored
Right.
over 40 twice.
No sacks, I don't
That's
think either.
tough, bro.
I don't think they surrendered a single sack.
They have one.
They had they,
They've given up one sack. I don't know which game it was, but they've given up one sack so far.
okay, okay.
Yeah, which ain't shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
The
like,
Cowboys
bro,
pass rush definitely.
bro, what? So man, it definitely has me nervous, bro. So I want to see what Vic does though to kind of counteract what it is that we're about to go up against, especially after we've given up over 150 yards rushing essentially in both games in a row.
Hmm.
Why would the Saints not be licking their chops thinking, man, we about to run the ball on these boys? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Just like we just showed we could do in Dallas. We about to go do the same thing, and they're at home, bro. So I just need, I don't know, I need Vic to step up and then just kind of pull some things out of his toolbox to, uh, limit them at least, man. Like, can we get them under 30? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying we got to hold this team to 18, 20 points, but can we get them under 30? So
Yeah.
I want to see how many times we can hold them to field goals. So that right there is a big key matchup to me.
Okay.
Um, Also got offensive line, defensive line, and I know a few of these kind of sound repetitive, bro. But if we're being honest, man, this is where a lot of the games start, bro. It's in the trenches, and like we were just talking about, Saints giving up one sack, bro. We have one sack from a defensive lineman. You know what I mean? In 2 weeks, bro. So
Hmm.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous, bro. I'd be
Yeah.
lying to you if I said otherwise, bro. Like I need, we have to get pressure on Derek Carr, especially whenever they decide to actually take those deep shots. But we got to be there. We got to be there, and also, bro, we have to stop that run initially so they can't be hitting us over the top with the play action pass because it's inevitable. So that's why I say O line versus D line. Um, but that also goes the other way as well. I think we need to dominate. I'm trying not to go into that too fast, but but I'm just saying our offensive line should go ahead and take advantage of their defensive line as well,
Yeah.
just so that way we can try to run the ball a little bit better. But the last one I got is Demario Davis. He's the linebacker for the Saints. Versus hold on. Here we go real quick. Okay, there we go. It was Demario Davis versus Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said that to say Demario Davis, I feel like been in this league forever. He been doing this thing forever, bro. He only like a 2-time Pro Bowler, but I feel like anytime I'm ever watching a Saints game, I'm watching bro right there at middle linebacker, bro, like wreaking havoc, bro. In the pass game, in the run game, in the screen game, it doesn't matter, bro. He's there and he's always there. So I think he's my fear that I have, like him possibly, stopping our run game and also like preventing Jalen from getting too many yards. Because I mean, I still don't know if we have AJ. I haven't seen anything, bro. But if I had to guess, he's not playing. So with
When
that
did
being,
he hurt it in the Packers game, or did he hurt it in practice?
I think it was during practice, bro. From what I'm hearing
Oh, 'cause he
or
looked
whatnot.
fine after the Packers game.
Right,
I
right.
think he
No,
was
I
hurt.
agree. I agree. So I think it was something during practice, bro. But I haven't seen anything saying he's playing, or also I haven't seen anything saying he's not. But like just erring on the side of caution, bro. Like I got a feeling he's not playing. So with that being the case, we got to be able to run the ball again. It's just like last time, Jalen, contributing with the 85 yards rushing. I can see Demario Davis being one of the reasons why we don't get that from him. You know what I mean? So that matchup right there in the middle of the field is going to be crazy. And also, of course, Kamara versus our linebackers, bro. Like, don't
Oof.
let this dude dance on us and show his grill to the world all day, bro. Just
Easier
don't
said
let
than
him do
done.
that to us, bro. What, bro? Like, come on, like come down here, defeat them damn cut blocks. Quit letting them take your legs out, bro. Like that's something that gets trained every day, or at least from just back whenever I was playing. We talking about it a while ago, but either way, bro, it's like it's easy drill, bro. Throw your hands at it, throw your feet back, so that way you can't roll up into you, bro. You know what I mean? Like set back, but then go attack. But it's like you just sitting there running aimlessly, running straight up, letting these dudes just take your legs out, bro. It's like, damn, you taking yourself out the play. Like it's over from here, bro. Like, so we got to have our linebackers step up. I don't give a damn how many tackles you end up with because it's pointless to rack up these tackles 7 yards down the field over and over again. So those are the matchups, man. I really care a lot about, bro. Kubiak versus Fangio, the O line versus the D line, Demario Davis versus our backfield, and also our linebackers versus Kamara. So
Okay.
we're gonna see how it go.
I like it. I like it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Our next topic, we're gonna do keys to victory. This is what needs to happen in order for the Eagles to win. So, what needs to happen, Dave?
One thing we gotta do, just like last week, just like the week before, we gotta stop the run. We don't stop the run, they're gonna play action passes whenever they want to. And also, if we can't stop the run, they're just gonna run on us whenever they want to, bro. It was like I was saying, like
It's all bad.
it's at that point, bro. At that point, it's pick your poison. It's like what you want to do, and you sitting there playing on your heels the whole time because you
Right.
have no clue what's coming. You know what I mean? Like the offense already has the heads up. I'm not saying nothing that no one doesn't know, but they
Right.
already got the heads up, bro, because they already know what the play is. They know where they're trying to be. They know where they're going. They know who's about to touch the ball. On defense, all you're doing is reading and reacting and going off of what it is you've seen on film. Okay, what does this look like? What does this feel like? Okay, now I'm gonna react. So like I said, you're already at a disadvantage. So you have to stop the run. And then the phrase that's tossed around a lot, at least with the Eagles for sure, is you have to earn the right to rush the passer.
Mm.
Like you have to earn the right to rush the passer. Saying that if you don't stop the run, then you don't get to pin your ears back, just get ready with your best pass rush moves, with your best stunts and splits and all this other stuff. You don't get to do that because now you sitting here and damn second and threes, third and two, third and one, second and three, second and one. You know what I mean? It's like, or shit, first and tens again, first and 10, first and 10. You know what I mean? So it's just like you're in situations where it's like, oh, they can run or pass in this and they'd be okay because they're in a situation where if this pass don't work out, we can still probably just run the ball to get these yards or whatnot. But basically they have the right to do whatever the hell they want at this point. So it's like if we can find a way to stop the run, bro, what is it? They averaging 185 rushing yards a game, bro.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
185, bro. Like what? Thank you. That's gonna be tough. So we
Yes.
sitting there talking about, oh, this the key. That's gonna be a hell of a key to to try to win, man. It's like, but that's the biggest one though,
Dave, did you happen to
man.
watch that video I sent you, episode 5, unscripted on YouTube?
I did not get to finish. I did not get to it.
Nicole Dean was like heavily featured. That
Mm.
that video, they just did such a great job. Everyone who's in the video, I just fell in love with, and Nicole Dean was
Nah,
like
yeah.
heavily featured in that video, and I was like, I love this guy. I want him to be good. I think
Facts.
for no other reason than I watched that video, Nicole Dean, big week.
That's how I
He's gonna
go.
make a play, and he's gonna save the Eagles this week. I'm in Nicole Dean.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, Nakobe.
Okay, my bad though.
Man.
You got
No, you
another
good.
piece of picture?
I do.
Okay.
The next one, bro. The next one I got is so I got on this jersey for a reason, bro. So this is this is Super Bowl 52, bro. This is Zach Ertz, by the way. Shout out
Yes,
to Zach
sir.
Ertz. But 52, Super Bowl 52, bro. That year we had the leading Russian attack, bro, in the league, and we didn't just have one guy. It was like Jay Ajayi, it was LeGarrette Blunt, it was
Mhm.
like Corey Clement. You know what I mean? Like it was a bunch of people getting touches, bro. But what that did is we led the. I don't know if we led the league, but we had to be around top 5 in time of possession,
Mhm.
and I think that's what we need this week. So our second key to victory is we have to dominate the time of possession. So this is why I was trying to get into where I think the Demario Davis matchup versus, or I'm sorry, our offensive line versus our defensive line. Like we have to dominate their defensive line. We have to do what the Saints have been doing to all these other teams. It's like we have to run the ball so that way we can keep their offense off the field. Because it's like, bro, 40 plus points. I don't know what you do to prevent them from scoring all of those points. But I think one of the things is you can't turn the ball over. Dallas turned it over multiple times. I think Carolina turned the ball over a couple of times. So it's like if we can dominate the time of the possession, we keep the ball in our hands. We
Mhm.
keep getting first downs. We keep getting down and scoring some type of points, preferably touchdowns. But I believe in Jake too. So if we got to take the field goals, hey, we'll take them. But dominate that clock. And I think that we definitely win this game just because naturally we're keeping the ball out of their hands, man.
Okay.
But my third one, let me see. Oh, but essentially, it's just getting them in more predictable passing situations, like third and longs and things like that. So that way, like I said, they can't utilize that play action game, and we have to just see if Derek Carr is going to beat us from shotgun with us knowing it's a pass and he knowing it's a pass, and seeing if he going to outpass us. So if we can stop the run, dominate the time of possession by running the ball a lot ourselves, I think that'll naturally kind of put them in positions to where they have to pass even more as well. But if we allow this game to stay close, we allow them to keep running the ball as much as they want to, then you can cancel Christmas.
Okay. Not to jump the gun or anything, but
Mm.
as a lifelong Raiders fan, I'm just not picking Derek Carr to beat the Eagles. I know Derek Carr sucks. I know he does. I've seen him. He's let me down way more times than he's picked me up. Uh,
Bro, just waiting for the other shoe to drop. He said, bro, it just got to be over. This can't be real. I just don't believe
I don't believe it either. Okay,
it.
let's keep it moving. Who is the guy on the Eagles this week? We're talking X factors. Who is the guy or the
Mm.
guys that if they have a bad game, automatic Eagles lost. If they have a good game, Eagles are in this. Who is it?
I got Saquon.
Yeah.
Get this man the rock. Like I said, we supposed to dominate the time of possession, bro. I What last game he had what? Another 26, 27 touches, something like that.
Yeah,
First
he
week he had
had 22 carries and some catches. Yeah.
yeah. First week I think he had around 28 touches, something like that. I don't know. Get this man the ball. I don't care if he touched it over 30 times, bro. Get this dude the ball. I think if Saquon goes over 120, 125, then we won this game.
Okay.
If he has over, I'm going to say over 25, 28 carries, which sounds like a lot because it is really. But if he has over 25, I'm going to say carries, not even just touches, carries, then I think we won that game. I think we was pounding the rock. I think we were still able to run the ball at the end of the game too. You know what I mean? So not having to take it out of his hands. I think we'll see some runs from Jalen and from Gainwell and things like that. But I think Saquon is definitely the X factor. We
You
need him to
want
dance
to
on
hear a
him all
crazy
night.
stat I heard?
I need it.
I think Mina Kimes gave me this stat.
I love Mina.
She's fantastic. First two times Jalen played the Saints. Also, I think it's the only two times. 18 carries in both games. 18 carries. I think
Sheesh.
one of them not great. It was like 18 carries for like 70 something yards. Not
Mm.
great. But the other one, 18 carries for 100 plus and a touchdown. So I think
This is
Jalen.
versus who again?
This is versus
The
the Saints.
Saints.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay.
this was I think it was like early in Jalen's career, maybe like his first and second year starting.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. That sounds right. And then also, I think the Saints, at least just normally in the past, they haven't had a bunch of fast defensive linemen. Like
oh,
even like Cam Hayward. Yeah, I'm not Cam
oh,
Hayward.
defense though.
Cam Jordan.
Hmm.
But yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think they got like a lot of powerful
Mm,
defensive linemen. You know what I mean? More than like speed. But I know they also got Chase Young on their team now. I don't know how he's been doing, but
yeah.
I know. I mean, he's not old and he's definitely athletic. Obviously, he's been a little bit of a journeyman after being a number one overall pick. But either
Right.
way, still athletic though. So I think that's why Jalen tended to get off on them a little bit more. And also, I don't know how fast Demario Davis actually is. I know he's big and physical right there in the middle. So maybe that does open up the run game with Jalen. But also, that also leads to us winning this game. I think, if we continue to dominate that clock, bro, we should really be good to go, man, for real. Mm-mm. But yeah, so I
Okay.
don't know. I'm feeling good, bro. Hey, but also another thing, real quick, bro. The Saints have not given up more than 19 points a game so far in these two games. So it's like they've gotten to a position where they can continue to run the ball over and over again. Let's see what it's like whenever they're not in a position where they can just get a ball up all the time or whatnot. Granted, it's going to take a lot to push them into that situation because it's almost like I want to say their passing yards right now per game is only about 220. You know what I mean? It's not much or whatnot. But I also think that's because they haven't had to. So
Yeah.
if
Derek
we can
Carr
get
hasn't
out
even
there,
thrown
man,
40 passes. He's thrown 39 passes in two games.
that's
But
crazy.
you make a very good point. They've had like the most favorable game script, right? That you can want.
Hmm.
And I don't even think it's about, jumping out to an early lead ahead of them. But if if the game is like contested throughout, even that will test them to a degree. They've jumped out to
Hmm.
huge leads right away both times.
Huge,
Okay,
huge.
now we're just gonna run the ball. Like if it's
Hmm.
a contested game, I think even that will test them more than they've been tested. See what type
No,
of
I
metal
agree.
the car is really made out of in a close game. So, uh,
Hmm.
did you have somebody else other than Saquon as X Factor, or was that it?
No, I just got Saquon for the most part, man. I always think if Jalen plays well, then we should always have a chance because I
Right.
think that's how it is whenever you have a top 10 quarterback. You know what I mean? Unless you're playing another quarterback, maybe that's even better than him. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But for the most part, I think if he plays well, that always gives us a chance. But I'm thinking if Saquon plays well on top of that, then oh shit, we should be good to go.
Okay. Okay, let's move to our gambling section. Now, at the start of the season, when we did our predictors, the Eagles opened up 2.5 point favorites in this game. Then there were some
Hmm.
events happening in week 1 and week 2, and now things are flipped. The Eagles currently 2.5 point favorites per ESPN bet.
No,
I'm wondering.
the Saints are favorite.
What else? I said Eagles. Sorry, Saints.
Eagles, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
sorry. I meant to say the Saints are now favored. It flipped from the how it opened. And I am wondering after you have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You lost the audience some money last week. Um, the, the audience is looking to recoup some of those funds.
I know
Uh,
they was clamoring in the comments. I seen them.
so I'm wondering how should the audience bet to recoup their funds this week? What are you thinking?
Man, oh man. I'm gonna start with the total, the score total. I'm gonna take the over again, bro. Like it's just if you gonna learn anything about me as a gambler, bro, like it's hard for me to take unders, bro. It's hard for me to watch a game rooting for niggas not to score. Like, come on, three and outs, three and
the,
outs. Like it's just
the
it's a
the
weird way to watch
the
the
wise
game.
guys would say that makes you like a rookie gambler, like a novice. Like the wise guys are
F
looking
'em.
for the good money. They're looking for the
No, I
dog.
get it completely, bro. I get it completely. But I personally still have the over, bro. Like I
Okay.
just don't think, for the most part, I just don't think you stop our team from scoring a bunch, bro. Like I think we stopped ourselves from scoring last game. You know what I mean? Just like us
Aren't you
not
worried
getting a first
about
down.
just? I mean, the Eagles are less explosive with AJ Brown, right? Like they have to
That's a
kind
good.
of put together these drives, which they certainly can do.
Mm,
But I would say, just like going off of your earlier point, if the Eagles are playing time of possession football in order to win the game, probably want to bet the
mm.
under. This is my opinion. I'm a producer. What do I know?
Now I get what you're saying, and that makes a lot. It makes a lot of sense. But so the way I look at it, though, I also say that's if we win. Let me go back to the
Oh,
spread.
oh
I got
no.
us losing. I
Oh.
got us losing. Yeah, no, I got us losing, bro.
Okay.
So yeah, you're right. That does make sense. So, but assuming that we do actually win the time of possession, bro, like let's say the keys to victory actually work out the way we want them to, then
Okay.
I have us winning, but I still have the overhitting because I mean the point total is 49 and a half, and I would have us winning 27-24.
Okay.
Because I think even if we do try to dominate the time of possession, I know Nick Sirianni, I know Jalen Hurts. If the shot is there, we gonna take it. That's just how it is, bro. They gonna take it. So I think that with us winning, we win 27-24, which ends up being what's that, about 51 points or whatnot. So that's why I'm thinking it's still enough. Because I mean, the Saints at the end of the day score 40 points by themselves. I don't see them putting up 40 against us, but I think if we lose 31-24. Like so, which also turns into about 55 points. Like I just don't see teams holding us to under 20 points, doing anything like that, bro. Like, but I don't see us stopping the Saints from getting points up.
Yeah.
So like it's you know what I mean. It's kind of inevitable. So that's why to me I'm taking the over, bro. And I actually, if I'm being honest, I'm taking us not to cover the spread. I think we actually lose by, like I said, about 7.
Damn.
Because I just got a feeling, yeah, bro, 31-24. I just can't see us stopping this run. Like you got to show me if we go out there with the same defense that we were just going out there with the last 2 weeks, where we gave up 150 plus, then we don't stop the run. We don't win this game, bro. Because I watched one week. I mean, one series where the Falcons ran one play to one side. The next play, after getting the 10 yards on the first down, ran the exact same play to the other side, same motion and everything, and they got 7-8 yards, bro. I was just like, damn, okay, bro. So like, I'm hoping we don't watch our defense run something and then we do the exact same thing versus another offense that's similar, or then I'm gonna really be pissed, bro, and we're gonna be sitting there watching the L right in front of our face.
Can,
But
can, can, can I give
go
you
ahead, bro.
a little bit of the other side?
Talk to
Here's a reason to be optimistic, other than the fact that I'm a jaded Raiders fan that hates Derek Carr.
me.
And I was texting you about this earlier a little bit. This is possibly wishful thinking, but there's no way the defensive line is this bad. They're talented players. We've seen them have success in this league before. They're not bums.
Mhm.
Okay. So I just think rough 2 weeks. I understand that. And last week was hard to watch. No way it's that
Facts.
bad again. I think somebody's gonna get home or at least make this guy skittish. I know Derek Carr. He wants to have happy feet. He wants to. He's just looking for a reason. You got to pop this guy one time. I think the defensive line plays better football, and I think that's another reason why. And then I was definitely right with you. Saquon, X Factor. There's no question. He's got to have. You said 120. I might go even more, maybe like 140, 150 ish.
You thinking all-purpose yards or just rushing yards? Because I
I'm
say all-purpose yards, I need them over 150 for sure.
over 150. Okay, yeah. I was even
all
thinking
purpose.
maybe over
You think of
150
just
on the
rushing?
ground. Like if he like
Ooh.
if he like has a good game, and on top of his good game, he maybe breaks one or two. I think
Okay.
I think
I
that will
like it
really
though.
help, and I think that'll even put pressure on Derek Carr. He's never had to worry about anything this season. And even I was
True.
reading this little column, and they had a quote from Derek Carr. This guy, I'm telling you, he's the cockiest he's ever been right now.
Ooh.
He was talking about how him and Clint Kubiak have an amazing relationship and how they're just scratching the surface and they're going to be even more in sync and the offense is going to keep getting better. Who
Oh,
is
he's
this
feeling
guy?
good.
Who is this
He's feeling
guy?
good.
Oh, so I'm just like, oh, this guy, he needs to be brought back down to earth. I'm taking the Eagles in this game.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Now
like
I
the
like
Eagles
it.
to win.
I like it. I love to hear it, bro. Talk me into it, goddamn. Like, hold on, bro. Now I feel you, man. I really hope you're right,
Yeah.
bro. Because if that's the case, bro, Eagles money line is plus 130. We love the plus money. We
Yes,
love the plus
sir.
money. Hey, gotta love the plus money. So, hey, man, you and Kayla, man, go run out there, throw your money
No,
on that plus money,
don't do
that
that.
plus 130.
No.
That's where it's at, bro. What you talking about? Yeah. Hey, but tell me this though. So if you see us winning, you see it going under, or you see the over? Basically
Probably
50 points.
the over. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bad gambler. Probably do the opposite of what I think. I'm gonna say over. I'm a bad gambler, y'all. I'm saying over. So probably take the under. Just
Bro, for me, it's just, bro, two high-powered offenses. I didn't think that the Saints were going to be a high-powered offense. You know what I mean? But
right.
two high-powered offense. But once again, if we don't have AJ, I am still kind of curious on what the offense really looks like. But I still would expect at least 3 touchdowns and a field goal scored by us. You know what I mean? Like come on. Or if what's that, a couple touchdowns and 3 field goals, like give me something, you
What do
know.
you expect from Devontae?
I think Marshawn is playing. Marshawn Lattimore, the corner for
Yeah.
the Saints. Last thing I checked, he was at practice on Wednesday. I think he was at practice today too.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of physical at the line or whatnot, and I know that's not what Devontae is. I don't know. I think I'd be shocked if Jalen went over 200 yards passing. You know what I mean? I think he'll be under 200 again, just like last time.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to see from Smitty is him getting a couple touchdowns. Because
Hell
I
yeah.
honestly think if he ends up with 2 touchdowns last week, even with only like I think if he would have got that touchdown, that would have been like, he would end up with like 90, 91 yards. But
Yeah.
91 yards, or no, he was only had 70 something last week. But yeah, so 85 yards with 2 touchdowns. I don't think I would have, complained about that at all. You know what I mean? With 8 catches. But I need at least 1 touchdown from Smitty. I need at least 75, 80 yards. But once again, it's gonna be tough, bro, because everybody's kind of keying in on him. Like I said, is Brendan Covey gonna get another 6 catches?
Oh,
You know what I
I
mean?
want to see some third down conversions from Dallas Goddard. Get involved
Mm,
in the game. I don't need big numbers. I just need big plays from Dallas.
right. Big possession catches, bro.
Yeah.
Moving the chains or breaking a tackle, running for another like 10, 12, 15 yards, bro.
Yeah. You got
Like
to help
because
Jalen
those
out,
are
bro.
the things, bro. Thank you, bro. Because I always thought he was like a poor man's George Kittle. I was like, that's the type of build he kind of has. He's really good blocking. He can also catch the ball,
Maybe
and
a
he's
homeless
a
man,
big
George Kittle.
damn
Like
right.
really
But
poor.
that's what I'm saying. But it should have never been like that. He was supposed to be just a poor man's, bro. You right though. He seemed a little homeless now. I'm like, damn. But that's what we need from him. Like you said, bro,
Yeah.
like move the chains, bro.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard, bro, because I'm always looking at everything kind of glass half full whenever it comes to the Eagles. Because I mean, I'm an optimistic fan, but I'm also a realist, bro. And it's like, so if you show me something a few times, then I'm like, all right, bro, well, this seems to be the truth, you know. So it's like all this damn 14-3 I was talking about, bro. I'm gonna need to see something. But of course, ideally, I didn't see AJ getting hurt and missing 2 out of the first 3 games. But
It
either
sucks,
way,
man. It really
bro,
sucks.
it sucks. It sucks. And like I said, with losing AJ for last week, you still got to find a way to win that game. I don't give
Yeah,
a damn.
bro.
You know what I mean? You got to find a way to win that game.
Why couldn't it have
And I
been
still
Jahan
think this
Dotson
game is winnable
hamstring?
too. All right, god damn it, Jahan. And this motherfucker better get more than one catch,
Yeah, he's got to get involved.
one pass on his way, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, we get because if they sit there and just kind of double up Smitty all game, bro, you can cancel Christmas. So it's
He,
like,
in that unscripted episode 5, Nick Sirianni was also heavily featured, and he was talking about roles, and he's like, Saquon, you're a first, second, third down back. That's your role. That's why you're here. He said, Jahan Dotson, you don't have a role yet. I was like, yeah, we can see in the offense he has no role.
oh,
That's
facts,
been
facts.
very clear.
This is no secret. No secret.
So
But
yeah,
I'm also wondering when that was recorded though. But also
that clip was probably like right after he got traded. Probably.
okay,
I
yeah.
don't think he
Because
said
the
that
unscripted is
after
normally
the.
like a week or two late, like from like what
Yeah,
reality is or whatever. Yeah. But I love them though. They give you a lot of great insight about the team and then like certain people, bro. Like it's exciting to watch, really though.
yeah, it's really well
Yeah,
done for sure. I
bro.
even almost came away liking Nick Sirianni for sure.
Hey, that's how it is though. You know, look, now you the Kobe Dean guy. Bro, like
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
Kobe's
Man,
a
it was like
nice guy. Like to be a
he is, bro.
linebacker,
He
he can like flip
is.
that switch on the field, but like off the field,
Hmm.
he's a nice dude.
And he's an old soul, bro. He's like he's just like a little old man in his 23-year-old body. You know what I mean? Like he a young dude still, bro. Like it's really kind of crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm hoping you're right, bro. I hope we can kind of knock Derek Carr off his pedestal a little bit and just kind of showcase to the world that hey, we kind of took our lumps last week, but
Right.
we back on trying to be big dogs again, bro. Because I'm just thinking forward thinking, bro. The Cowboys don't look great. I mean, you giving up 40 yards like that, bro. And the Ravens coming into town after losing 2 games, one of them being to the Raiders. Bro, I know they looking to smack some, stomp some, bro. We're not going 3-0. I mean 0-3. We just not, I just have to know that's what their mindset is, bro.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys possibly going to go down 1-2. The Rams are now what? What's that? 0-2. 0-2, and they're kind of
Oh
decimated
yeah,
on offense,
the
bro.
Rams.
Like they
Yeah,
done,
yeah,
yeah, bro.
they're cooked.
And then you got the Lions 1-1. You know what I mean? I don't know who they got this week or whatnot, but once again, like a chance to kind of make sure we're neck and neck with the top and shoot the 49ers are 1-1, and they getting decimated as well. It's like they're about to play without Debo, possibly George Kittle. They already playing without Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, dude, and they got one of their starting corners was banged up this week. I'm just like, this is our opportunity to kind of jump out ahead of some of the teams. You know what I mean? And shit, if the Saints really are going to be good, this head-to-head matchup is going to matter a lot.
Yeah, that's a
So
good point.
this is our opportunity to make something happen, man. Make a name for ourselves.
All right,
Mhm.
guys. So that is how Dave and I kind of see this matchup going, and I would agree. So Dave's on the Saints. I'm on. I would agree. This game is for sure going to want to. I think it's going to be a Saints blowout or a close Eagles win. Probably is how it goes, but we'll definitely see, and we'll definitely be back after the game for a
Absolutely.
recap. So definitely be on the lookout for that video, guys. Again, like and subscribe to the page, guys. We're gonna be here all
Peace.
season covering the Eagles. We're having a lot of fun so far, and it's been fun rocking with you guys. But that is about it for tonight, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.